Hey my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q. Today I'm in my kitchen and I'm getting ready to do some baking. I'm going to cook an apple crisp. Yes, an apple crisp. If any of you have been following season 1 of the American Barbecue Showdown, you'll know that in that season I did prepare an apple crisp, which everybody seemed to love. So I'm going to do it for you guys today. Come on with me and let me show you what goes in this apple crisp. These are the ingredients for the apple mixture. That includes granulated sugar, brown sugar, salt, vanilla, cinnamon, ground allspice, cornstarch, and butter. For the crumb mixture, I have flour, brown sugar, pecans chopped, granulated sugar, rolled oats, butter, salt, and vanilla. And I'm going to be using 6 Granny Smith apples, and I have lemon juice, which is going to go on the apples to keep them from turning brown. First I cut off the bottom just so I'll have a flat edge, and then I'll go around peel off the skin. Once I get to the top of the apple, I'll go across and make another cut to flatten it out. Then I take my core, sort of center it, pressure on it, and I get my apples. And I've got 8 apples here. And I'll take each of those and cut them in half and put them in the lemon juice with my other apples. And I'll continue doing that for the remaining of the apples, and we'll be back. I'm going to start off making the crumb. I'm going to take the flour, the sugars, brown sugar and the granulated sugar, salt. I'm going to mix that all together first to get that evenly distributed. Try to get the lumps out of there. Next, I'm going to take my butter, which has been at room temperature for quite a while, and I'm going to incorporate it into this flour mixture until crumbly. And I think that's fairly well combined. Then I'm going to add the rolled oats. And combine those. Then I'm going to pour the vanilla over the mixture and do some more combining. Last to go in are going to be my nuts. And those don't take much. I don't have to do anything but just sort of get them evenly spread out in this mixture. And that's it. This is the crumb mixture. From here, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. And it's going to chill for at least 30-40 minutes. I'm now going to be mixing the ingredients that go into my apples. That being both the sugars, the salt, cornstarch, cinnamon, allspice. Then I've got melted butter. I melted that half a stick of butter and some vanilla. First I'll take the sugars. Salt, cornstarch, just trying to stick to the container, cinnamon, and allspice. And we'll mix all these dry ingredients together. Now that I've got my sugar mixture, I'm going to mix it with the apples and just toss them around in there. Get them well coated. I've got the melted butter, and I'm going to add the vanilla to that melted butter. Stir it around a little bit. And that's going to go here in the pan. And we're going to coat the bottom of this pan with that vanilla and butter. The next step is to add my apple mixture to the pan with the melted butter and get all that goodness out of there. Distribute it over this pan. This is a 9 by 13 half pan. My crumb mixture was in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes actually, and I've got my apples ready. So we're just going to take the spoon and just spread this crumb mixture out all over the top of the apples. And we'll try to get it as even as possible. While my crumb mixture was chilling, I got my smoker going, and so it's ready to do its thing with these apples. And you can see this is a decadent dessert. There's lots of sugar, nuts, butter, and all sorts of good things in this recipe. While this cooks, this crumb mixture will cook and harden and get crisp, while the apples will get mixed up with all that cornstarch and all those sugars and cinnamon and allspice, and we should get us something good. I'm going to be cooking the apple crisp here on the kettle, and time-wise, if I were doing it inside in the oven, I would set the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour. However, for the smoker, the temperature fluctuates a lot, especially opening it and closing it. So I anticipate it may take anywhere from maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes. We'll see. If it gets too dark on the outside of the apple crisp, the top layer of the apple crisp, I may have to put foil on it to keep it from browning so quick. Let's go do this. It looks like my apple crisp is done. We did a total of 50 minutes. And you can see the bubbling here in the corner, the juices inside those apples. I'm going to take it out and let it rest a little bit because it's going to be super hot right now. I'm going to now dish this out and see what we have here. Go for the corner.